So it's Fusion Radio, man, live and direct, man. Y'all know we all about celebrate people. And before this interview even starts, I'm just going to rip myself. I'm not going to include Keith in this. I'm just going to go ahead and rip myself and say that this next guest, I can't tell y'all how long this was supposed to happen. I honestly can't tell y'all. He might know.
I swear I said 4-5 years when I walked in here. I told him that. Right?
He definitely did.
But I can't say this much is that, man, you definitely in for a special treat musically, just talent overwide. You know, it's countless times, like through the wee hours of the morning, like we're talking via IG, and I'm just like so super proud of him as a talent, just everything. And man, I just can't begin to tell you how, man, it's great to finally make this happen. It really is great. It finally happened in 2024.
You're not the only one. That's crazy, like, bro. You're not the only one that's looking like the time that it really took. I'm like, man, but I swear, I thought about that on my drive. And I'm like, man, I was supposed to get up with Brian like 4-5 years, man. But that just made me open my eyes, like, you know, and to y'all, get up with anybody you have to get up with. Don't waste no time. If it's something that's going on that y'all need to work on, do it. Because, for example, 4-5 years later, we just now finally getting to this interview. Yeah. What should have been happening, but at the same time, you know, time is the essence. You got to just work with it. You know, at the same time, it just might be for that right time. And it's at the right time right now because, you know, we both where we need to be at. And, hey, we here, baby.
No doubt, man. So, man, our brother, man, is here, man. The super talented man, Tee Benji, in the building, man.
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
And I got a surprise that I actually want to surprise you with. That instead of us playing the music that you sent, we are gonna play.
Oh, that's dope. Come on.
But this surprise that I gotta play, that I remember when I played this song, what it did for people.
I wonder if she calling.
I'm gonna surprise you with that.
I bet.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with it.
But you're here, man, and I'm like definitely, like Keith and I are definitely excited about getting into it with you, man. So if you could, for the people that's, you know, for the first time hearing you on Fusion, first time, you know, viewing you on social media, man, break down who you are as an artist to the people.
All right, so I am Tee Benji, and Tee Benji is pretty much the initial of my first name, and with my best friend that passed away in 2017, MC Benji. So I took T and mixed it with Benji. So anything I do, you know, I got my brother with me at the same time. So that's a fun fact for you guys. I'm from the south side of Chicago, Inglewood. Born and raised, well, between here and Columbus, Ohio. Another fun fact. And y'all can find me all platforms, Tee Benji, TeeBenji. And I'm on Instagram at TeeBenji17. You can't miss me. And yeah, that's a little something for you guys. I'm say for right now, but we got more to go.
So, I got two questions, but I'm gonna break them up and stuff like that. So, how did you necessarily get into making music? You feel me? Because
and it's crazy. Like, sad part is when my best friend passed away. When he passed away, I never was the type to make music. I always was like, you know, a dancing person, and it was at a point in time, you know, he was always asking me, come to the studio, you know, you should make some songs. I feel like you can really sing. And that's something my homie always saw in me before I saw it in myself. He like, you know, you actually got a voice. No, you should start singing. I'm like, nah, I'll just do dancing. And when he passed away, it's like somebody got to keep going. And I was like the closest one to him. So I just took that risk. And when I heard myself in the studio, man, I promise I never wanted to leave. So it just continued from there.
And it's crazy because you kind of answered both of my questions at the same time. Because I was going to ask you, how did you initially get into making music? And then I was going to transition and ask you, like, you feel me? How did losing your friend impact you, and how did it impact your music career and stuff like that?
Crazy.
But you answered it already. So, but just, I got a different question then. So, like,
for sure.
With you understanding that, yeah, bro, you feel me, he transitioned and stuff like that, and you end up putting his name into your name. Mm-hmm. Like, what's other ways that you help still feel like he's around as far as like in the music process though?
I always be myself and dancing, because that was our first love. Like when it came to me and my boy, we would always link up at my crib or his crib, and we would just like come up with different type of routines. We always had that taste for a different kind of music, but like it's dancing. I'm not gonna lie. It's something about dancing that just, in a way, it just made me feel connected with my boy. And just being myself at the end of the day, because that's somebody that appreciated me being me. Like no matter what goes on, he never wanted me to be different, change up. Like he was comfortable with me being myself. And that's how I feel like everybody should be. And if nobody else respect that, then you got the wrong friends. I'm just say that.
So like, okay, so like, with a lot of artists that's in Chicago, they don't incorporate dancing into what they do. So like, how was like, just speak on that setting you like in a whole another bracket than other artists, but also speak on like just the passion of dancing. Cause a lot of people that tell me they dance say the same thing. Like it's just like it's something about dancing. It just do something to them.
It do. Like I promise it doesn't fail. Any beat or sound I would hear, I just can't help but to move. And dancing, it's therapeutic for me. Like, people ask, do you do routines? No, I freestyle. And it's just, when it comes to that, it just comes off the rip. And when you freestyle, they just know you have that force and that passion for just dancing. So that's one thing I want to say. And, man, you know, it's just something that's good for everybody. It's good for the soul. It's a fun thing to do at the end of the day. And that's why I want to say, like, you know, I recommend it for everybody. You know, if you don't bust a move, you ain't got to know how. If you got 2 left feet, that's okay. A little 2-step won't hurt. Just try it.
It's Fusion Radio, Brian Simpson. And we Keys, man, got our super dope guest, man, Tee Benji in the building, man. So I promise you I had a surprise. I think you already knew what it was. You sort of mentioned it a few seconds earlier.
I knew it.
But I have to play this song and definitely have to have this as part of the interview because it speaks volumes. And for many people, this song was an introduction to what you bring to the table.
And it is, because this is actually one of my first R&B songs by myself. Because I made a song with my brother, dead friend. Shout out to my boy. He actually does clothes now. He don't want to do music. But I made a song with my brother, and it was my first one take and pretty much my first, like, actual recorded song that I really liked. Because I did other songs before, but the auto-tune wasn't on. But when I did it, and it was, like, me singing, I'm like, anyway, from that point, I just figured, like, okay, I'm going to just keep on pushing with singing, too, because I got a voice on me. But, yeah, this is my first singing solo I had did called She Calling. And I actually didn't want to, it's crazy because I want to re-record it because due to the fact it was cold around that time, I had a cold, but my producer, engineer said, no, keep it. And since then, everybody has latched on to the song. This is most definitely one of the first to second hits that I had dropped. And, yeah, as you can see, everybody has caught on to it since then. So, yeah, let's go ahead and give it to him.
All right, so we're going to give it to him. But on this show, we have a thing that I have to do my job. And my job is simply when the song is a certain amount of time, I have to let people know that, quote, unquote, can't go and go get some cookies and milk. You can't go and go get you a sandwich or you might miss this heat. So it's 1 minute and 48 seconds. Mm-hmm. And so take your device with you. Mm-hmm. Or otherwise you might come back and we might be talking and you be like, damn, I missed it.
Now, you don't want to miss it, baby.
All right, put the money in the bag. Put it in.
She got my phone, down that girl, don't wanna leave me alone. And she know that I got a line for different. Told me, boy, why you play with silver when you got some gold? Just don't know better, just don't know better. She got my phone, down that girl, don't wanna leave me alone. And she know that I got a line for different. Told me, boy, why you play with silver when you got some gold? Just don't know better, just don't know better. See, I don't do the cop, and I barely do the text. Little lady steady stop, but at least she ain't play with silver when you got some gold? Just don't know better. Just don't know better. Why you call my phone? Damn, that girl don't wanna leave me alone. And she know that I got a line so different. Told me, boy, why you play with silver when you got some gold? Just don't know better. Just don't know better.
That's what I'm talking about, man. We bringing the vibes here on this hot Saturday afternoon, man. It's definitely a hot one out there, man. If you got a tank top on, you crazy. But like I said, man, we got my boy Tee Benji in the building, man. He bringing the vibes at the end of the day. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I've been trying to figure out how I was gonna meet you for a little minute, cause I'm steady seeing your name and hearing it. So I'm like, when am I gonna bump heads with him, or like, you feel me, be in the same room? Cause like, it be times I see you with like, with Zella Couture, I see you got a song with
you
her.
know some, yeah. And
You
it's funny
feel me?
how I felt that presence and energy when I had shook your hand. I'm like, damn, I'm just not meeting this man. That's crazy, bro.
Exactly.
And
And
you
then
naming all the artists I work with, especially Zella. That's
Exactly. I be seeing you with her. I see you with Lyric. I see you with DJ Lil Jon. You feel me? I be seeing you doing your thing and stuff like that. So I be like, man, I'm steady seeing this, man. When am I gonna bump heads with him? But so I'm getting a chance to do that today. So like, just talk about that though, your whole work ethic though, and like how, like all the smoke and the pressure you put behind that. Because when you steady seeing a person's face and you steady hearing them, clearly they doing something right. So just speak on your work ethic a
And
little
it's
bit.
crazy how somebody told me that same thing when I'm head up with this AR that was with OG Steve-O. She be in a lot of big rooms. She say like, yeah, I heard you when I seen when you had sent that you did for the feature. I'm like, oh, dang, y'all be looking. Okay, bad. And it's like, at the end of the day, I always thought to myself, as long as you keep working and putting yourself out there, they ain't gonna have no choice but to, you know, resonate to what you got going on. Because when you staying consistent and staying busy, like you say, that means you're doing a good thing.
For sure.
A lot of people want you around, you're in important rooms, and you're in the right place that you need to be. So that's one thing I always took in consideration. I always been a hard worker, even though before I did music, I always just, you know, a consistent person and knowing everything that I got going. But I really just want to make it, man. And one thing I can say, if you really want to make it, you have to stay consistent. That hard work is key, because the life in this age we live in, it's like everybody attention span is a bit short. So you have to be quick in a way, and it has to be something that they can gravitate towards and be, you know, influenced by.
So I don't necessarily like putting artists in boxes, because if you understand what an artist is, you understand that that's somebody who can go different ways.
Yeah,
do
and that's why I
different
consider
things.
myself an artist. People like, you a rapper? Nah, I'm an artist. Like, I do everything.
But like when it comes to your sound and who you are as a person and like what type of message you trying to give out, like basically like if I was somebody who never heard of Tee Benji and I never heard none of your music, and this was the first time like I'm introducing myself to you and I want to figure out who you is as a person,
True.
like how would you describe yourself to somebody who never met you before?
I say energetic, ambitious, and what's another one I want to say? Intuitional. I don't know if that's a word, but intuitional. That's intuitional, like crazy. Like I want it all at the end of the day, and I strive and I strive and I strive, but at the same time, I'ma always be myself with it, because I want everybody to know, be comfortable with yourself, because it just makes you feel so much better. 'Cause when you yourself, man, you know everything is a stroll. You don't gotta worry about being somebody else or, you know, overstressing to do something that you don't have, but you comfortable in your own element at the end of the day. So that's what I want to say. Those 3 words right there.
For sure. So I see you got this song, but you got 2 versions of the song. Not necessarily changing your verse, but you got 2 different features on this specific song.
And the 3rd one on the way, y'all. I hope y'all know.
So just tell the people like the 2 different features and stuff like that, and just explain to them why you end up doing it that way and what you was trying to give out with having 2 different versions of the same song.
So I have Dream Girl and Dream Girl too. So Dream Girl, that was, man, I was in like a spot when I made that song. I was just, man, I was watching a lot of podcasts and everything. I'm just like, I need that next hit. And surprisingly, it was a single. And that's what they was telling, like, no, make a single so everybody can gravitate towards everything. And when it came to that, I did it on my own, but I feel like I needed another voice to continue to push it. And at that point in time, my favorite artist, still one of my favorite artists out of Chicago, OG Steve-O, and he just had the right energy for it. I kid you not. I couldn't help but to hear his voice on that song. So with that being said, I hit up OG Steve-O. We bumped into each other at the promontory the whole time, and he was rocking with the song because it was gonna be a single, but I threw him on there because it was only right. And that's what I want to say. OG Steve-O really helped me gravitate towards everybody that's in the Chicago area because he has an amazing voice and a good standpoint on all the music he does. And that's what was my mission, to really get everybody locked in. Now, Kane Dream Girl 2, I dropped a tape, and it was pretty much based on all, like, a dancing kind of feeling and dancing songs. And I was able to get D-Lo on there because I'm like, you know, it's only right. It's dancing, you grooving, you want to move. D-Lo is one of the ones that really make you want to dance. So, and I want to really gravitate towards a kid because it has that sound, especially for the TikTok. And that's what that came about. And, man, I ain't going to lie, it came out. It's an amazing song. Both of them, it's great. Shout out to both of those artists. They did their things on the features.
Well, let's give it to the people, man. Back-to-back Dream Girl. One with OG Steve-O, the other one with the homie D-Lo, man. It's Fusion Radio, Brian Stinson, the keys, and our super dope guest, man, Tee Benji.
What he say? Baby girl, come here, let me taste it. Always run the game, but you don't play station. And I heard you was amazing, that was saying, good God gracious. You so bad and spanking, knock it out the park, call it Frankie. And I dream about it then, like damn near hallucinating. Baby girl, come here, let me taste it. Always run the game, but you don't play station. And I heard you was amazing, that was saying, good God gracious. You so bad and spanking, knock it out the park, call it Frankie. And I dream about it then, like damn near hallucinating. Yeah, oh what? Shorty hit me like damn is you up? My crush, and she got a man assuming and up. But she saying, I'm saying that man just be around. And she in the mood to take her trip. I'm talking to pound in the town. And I'm texting her, better next moment on her. Just cause you rubbing up on her body, don't mean she really is feeling ya. And I just wanna ride with your body out. Whole time she tryna get me. Just thinking to yourself, just like, baby girl, come here, let me taste it. Always run the game, but you don't play station. And I heard you was amazing, that was saying, good God gracious. You so bad and spanking, knock out the park, call it Frankie. And I dream about it then, like damn near hallucinating. Baby girl, come here, let me taste it. Always run the game, but you don't play station. And I heard you was amazing, that was saying, good God gracious. You so bad and spanking, knock out the park, call it Frankie. And I dream about it then, like damn near hallucinating.
I think about it day and night, I'm trying to hit you, baby. And if I smoke this blunt, I bet I'm gon' forget you. But I'm trying to get next to you. In my head, I'm thinking about all the ways I could be you. Them late nights, I'm you. Oh. Do she love me? Do she love me not? Do she know that if I want her, she already got it? Do she know that if she tell me pull up, I be in it like? If she let me hit it, I'ma get further hit the spot. Play games like Madden. She want me to sweep her off of her feet. Girl, been standing ladder. How the confidence are weak in the knees. This is a girl that I want, no, this is a girl that I need.
Baby girl, come here, let me taste it. Always run the game, but you don't play station. And I heard you was amazing, that was saying, good God gracious. You so bad and spanking, knock it out the park, call it Frankie. And I dream about it then, like damn near hallucinating. Baby girl, come here, let me taste it. Always run the game, but you don't play station. And I heard you was amazing, that was saying, good God gracious. You so bad and spanking, knock it out the park, call it Frankie. And I dream about it then, like damn near hallucinating. Damn near hallucinating. Damn near. say? Baby girl, come here, let me. I always run the game, but you don't play station. You know her was amazing, that was saying, good God gracious. You so bad, you spanking, knock it out the park, call it Frankie. Now dream about it day and night, never hallucinate. Baby girl, come here, let me. I always run the game, but you don't play station. You know her was amazing, that was saying, good God gracious. You so bad, you spanking, knock it out the park, call it Frankie. Now dream about it day and night, never hallucinate. Yeah, oh what? Shorty hit me like miss you up, my crush, and she got a man assuming act up, but she single saying that man just be around, and she in the mood to take a trip. I'm talking to the town, and I'm texting her, better next moment, no, just cause you rock, don't mean she really is feeling ya, and I just wanna rock with yo. Whole time she tryna get, just thinking to yourself, just like, baby girl, come here, let me. I always run the game, but you don't play station. You know her was amazing, that was saying, good God gracious. You so bad, you spanking, knock it out the park, call it Frankie. Now dream about it day and night, never hallucinate. Baby girl, come here, let me. I always run the game, but you don't play station. You know her was amazing, that was saying, good God gracious. You so bad, you spanking, knock it out the park, call it Frankie. Now dream about it day and night, never hallucinate.
Shorty playing game PlayStation. That's the reason I beat my Xbox. She keep running back like Hester. And she with me, no hands like Tesla. I went and bought you a necklace with a watch and a ring to match. Too good, I can see to that. I pulled up to your low, got the ping to that. Like, I heard you was amazing. Girl, you got me speed racing. I heard you want to sound like fun. Well, I want a dog like Asian. But look at all this I'm raising. So I bust down to Jesus' piece. I want to go with nobody, going nobody. No, it's just you with me.
Baby girl, come here, let me. I always run the game, but you don't play station. You know her was amazing, that was saying, good God gracious. You so bad, you spanking, knock it out the park, call it Frankie. Now dream about it day and night, never hallucinate. Baby girl, come here, let me. I always run the game, but you don't play station. You know her was amazing, that was saying, good God gracious. You so bad, you spanking, knock it out the park, call it Frankie. Now dream about it day and night, never hallucinate. Damn near hallucinating. Damn near.
So we have what we call a Future Radio double play of Dream Girl, because there's a part one, which had the homie OG Steve-O, man, super talented brother, man. And then we had our brother, man, D-Lo, who's also, man, we know what D-Lo does, man. Those of you from the shop, man. And we know what our brother, man, Tee Benji brings to the table, man. This Future Radio, Brian Stinson, homie Keith, man, on support, man. And so, man, hearing records like that gets my mind going. And, you know, what's your long-term goals when it comes to your career?
Ooh, long-term goals. Pretty much just to have a stabilized organization and just business for my family and continuing on for the rest. That's going to come about. That's how I feel about long-term goals, and that's all I'm going to say. That's all I can say. I just want to look out for the next generation and generation after.
And then we hear records like Dream Girl, we hear records like She Callin'. And if you're like myself and others, you're like, what is it like to be in the presence of you when you're performing? Like, paint that picture for us.
Present me performing, it depends. Sometimes I feel like I'm just dancing and just very energetic. And then it's points where you just gonna get the lyrics and the music, and you just gonna get some high class expressions from my body language, because I'm very passionate when it comes to the music. You know, I put my emotions into it too, so it's gonna show throughout. So that's what I want to say when it comes to me performing. You're gonna get like, you know, some high energy, maybe Chris Brown, Michael Jackson type of looking, because I love to dance, or it's just gonna be one of those moments where you're gonna really see my expressions of my feelings and emotions.
And then you being an independent artist, man, take us through, man. What is it like being an independent artist, completely betting on yourself, and you know the highs and the lows, man, of being an independent artist, man. This is the time where we actually your story is going to help someone else. That's why we actually talk about that.
Yeah, 'cause I'm not gonna lie. Being an independent artist is fun. Don't get me wrong, because man, what you can drop anytime you want. But it's the simple fact: if you don't have a team, you feel like you're doing everything on your own. And when it comes to being independency, that's pretty much what it's about. You are your record label. You have to, promote your music, distribute it, look for people that can, influence it, supporters that's going to listen. It's like you are an all-around team on the basketball court. Kid you not. And it's hard. Don't get me wrong, but it's at the same time it's a lot of fun and it's some work for sure. But it's just a food for thought and the beauty of it, just knowing how far you came and the people that actually accept your music. And that's one thing you really depict and dictate when it comes to being an independent artist. You know who really likes your music, and you know who really not supporting. So that's one thing I can take into consideration when it comes to that. But it's fun.
Accomplishments in your career so far that you're like super proud of, and you look back on them and say, "Man, that was a dope accomplishment," and
I ain't gonna lie. Most definitely this feature with OG Steve-O and D-Lo, because those are big features, I promise. And they like the hottest that's in the city. And Cornbread as well. Don't nobody know why. Yeah, I did a feature with Cornbread on my first album.
That's dope.
Yeah. It's just me at the same time too, my catalog, all the people I met, and how I make people feel when they hear my songs. Those are a lot of things I can say I accomplished and I'm proud of since I've been doing it. And one thing I want to say, I never quit it. Because there's been times, I promise, and I know y'all can understand, there's been times I just wanted to give up. So, yeah, just never quit it for sure.
And so, let's build on that right there is what kept you going and what, I guess, re-energized you and said, no, I can't walk away from this.
I want to say, really, it was I'm not gonna say the drinker or something, but when I made a post, I was just messing around. I'm saying, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and quit music. And everybody and their mama got on they got on me, y'all. Just know that they got on me. But I'll just say, it's just, I'm not even gonna say that, but the environment I'm in, my family and everything like that, and knowing where I come from and what I'm going through is one thing that keeps me going. And especially the simple fact, I know I have amazing music, and I know it's a lot of people out there that will get very mad if I stop, because it's only a matter of time. Don't get me wrong, we all be impatient, but it's only a matter of time. But that's what I say, the drive come from my family and just everything and everyone in the environment that I'm around, because I really want to see better. I know it's better. I seen better, and I know it's better.
That's what's up, man. So outside of dancing, outside of music, what's another passion of yours that you say, okay, I want to do that?
Mechanical engineering. I love fixing cars. Culinary arts. I love cooking. Barbecuing is very therapeutic.
What's your favorite thing to barbecue, man?
Man, I'm a pescatarian, so I do some chicken. I do some fish. I just made some chicken yesterday. I promise that was the best chicken I made. Brian, I'm gonna give you some, man. Trust me, I still got some left. You want some, I got you.
Yeah.
But I want to say chicken. I tried lobster before too. It came out pretty decent, but meat, chicken hot dogs, turkey sausages, turkey burgers. That's me, y'all. So I'm sorry, if I ain't got no rib tips and nothing like that. We could throw some ribs on there. Don't get me wrong, but I'm really working on the pescatarian stuff. But that's me. I love chicken. Love some chicken and some macaroni for sure.
All right, so can I ask, man? It's acting, man. Do you want to do some
acting?
It's
crazy. My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot to say some more. But acting is another thing. Working out, sports, painting. It's so much to name other than all the passion that I got outside is just music.
Sports.
Acting,
Let's go back to sports for a second. Sports, what sport?
I love basketball. I love football. I would love to run some track if I get a chance. I'm about to actually sign myself up for some marathons because, I'm a nice distant runner for sure.
That was good, man. Basketball, man. What position or positions would you play?
I'll call myself a small forward.
Okay.
I'm really like an inside paint kind of guy. I would shoot if I had to, but I'm really one that knows how to work inside finisher, driving, stuff like that, cutting. So yeah.
Football.
Football, I will say a linebacker or running back for sure.
That's what's good. That's what's good. That's what's good, man. And then acting, man. What's an ideal acting role for you?
Ideal acting role. Ooh, that's a good one. I'm not gonna. I feel like it's funny how you said that. The first thing that come to mind, I would say a Denzel Washington training. A Denzel Washington training day kind of scene would be pretty dope. I'm not gonna front because I'm pretty funny, and then like I know how to turn on that street aspect because like what everything I've been through, like I can get into that that tough guy. I ain't no tough guy. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I love, but you know that can most definitely come in to act. So that's one thing I want to say. Yeah, most definitely that Denzel Washington for sure, and some Chris Breezy because you know I feel like I could do like a nice musical or something like that.
That's what's good.
For sure.
That's what's good, man, brother, man. Like, man, I can't tell you how much this really brings. Once again, joy to my heart, man. Be able to celebrate you right here.
Me too.
On Fusion Radio, man. So, this is the portion of the show where we give our listeners and viewers homework. What is homework? After they leave this interview, we want them to go and further build on you. So, previous work, previous videos, current videos, and all that stuff. Direct them to where they can go and just build more on what we started here, the conversation.
So with that being said, I would love for y'all to go check out Mad Love featuring my boy Ray F. Shout out to my boy. And it is a very beautiful video, very beautiful song. It might make you cry, kid you not, because we really put a lot of emotions and feelings into that song. So I want to say, man, go do y'all homework on that Mad Love and let me know what y'all feel about that. Most definitely go listen to the Groove tape that I just dropped June 1st. It's all summer vibes. It will make you dance. That's why I called it Groove, and it has a Michael Jackson picture with me and my face on that because it's something that's going to make you get out of character if you don't dance and just going to make you feel so good. So check that out, too. And follow me up on my Instagram and my TikTok because I'm always dropping new stuff. And I have a challenge that's out for you ones that like to dance to the Dream Girl song. And I'm always up to something. It's a lot that y'all need to find out. So look into those 3 platforms for sure.
So can you do me a favor? And it's going to sound funny when I say this, but I'm only doing this because we want them to go to the right place. Can you spell out your artist name so they can make sure they go to the right place?
My bad, y'all. So that would be TeeBenji. For Instagram, it's just Tee Benji 17. TeeBenji 17. And that's the same thing for TikTok. The rest of our platforms is just Tee Benji without the 17. So as long as y'all find Tee Benji, TeeBenji, that chocolate brother with the nice smile, just know that. Hey, you're going to be all right. So, man, please send me feedback. I'm not one of those ones that doesn't like to interact with their fans. I am most definitely that one that's friendly to everybody. So, you know, let me know what y'all think. I'm always here. Brian knows what's going on, too.
All right, man. So one song we going to end with, man, is called Two Player. Talk to me about Two Player. What was you thinking when you created?
Gonna go there. This is my right. This is this is actually one of the songs that's off the Groove tape, y'all. But it's crazy. Like I went through a crazy experience when I wrote this song, y'all. Like I kid you not. And that's one thing I want to say to y'all artists. Like go off of what's really going on. Don't front it, because I promise your best songs come from real life experiences. Like give them the real, not the fake. And it's like it's one of the ones like you know. I'm not really worried about a relationship. I just want to have fun and enjoy life. It's going to come when it comes. But for right now, I'm in the moment. I'm enjoying myself. And that's how you all should feel at the same time, for sure.
Well, man, we finna jump into it, man. Continue success, brother, man, on all that you do, man. And, man, once again, man, thank you, man, for giving us a little bit of your time right here on Fusion, man.
Thank you, my brother.
Don't want no one to play ya. one to play ya. Don't want no 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 one to play ya. And I'm saying like I really don't want no one, and I really just rather have fun. I really don't want no one, and I really just rather have fun. I really don't want no one, and I really just rather have fun. I really don't want no one, and I really just rather have fun. Better off alone, like I always been vivo. Not days when you search for love, like looking through a peephole. And they say it's hard to find, so you open up that door, and then you finally realize everything that it come with. The fuss, the fight, the pain, the argument. But on the bright side, you ain't alone. And the nights get cold, but I think I'm cold. I'm better off alone. Don't want no one to play ya. 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 No, don't want no one to play ya. Don't want no one to play ya. And I'm singing like I really don't want no one, and I really just rather have fun. I really don't want no one, and I really just rather have fun. I really don't want no one, and I really just rather have fun. I really don't want no one, and I really just rather have fun. I really don't want no one, and I really just rather have fun. I really don't want no one, and I really just rather have fun. I really don't want no one, and I really just rather have fun. I really don't want no one, and I really just